Thank you. Thank you very much. I now turn over to the member from Scarborough Rouge Park for his.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. I congratulate you on your re-election. It is my privilege that I rise today to deliver my inaugural speech in the Legislative Assembly of Ontario. I would like to begin by offering my thanks and gratitude to the people of Scarborough Rouge Park, the great riding I represent, in entrusting me with the responsibility of representing them and being their voice in this assembly. I also want to thank the best campaign team and the dedicated volunteers who stood shoulder to shoulder with me and have proved with hard work and dedication anything is possible. It goes without saying, but I'll say it anyways. I am overjoyed to be part of Premier Ford's team. He has proven to be the genuine voice for the people of Ontario. In this short time, to work effective positive change has already begun with Premier Ford at the helm of the ship. Premier Ford promised the CEO of Hydro One would be gone. Promise made, promise kept. The Premier promised the board of Hydro One would be gone. Promise made, promise kept. We are also bringing an end to the York University strike. I would also like to congratulate all my colleagues here in the legislature in their successful campaigns and thank all the candidates who put their names forward to run for political office. I would now like to take this opportunity to point out some of my recent firsts. This is my first speech in the legislature. It is my first time running and my first time being elected for political office. Being a new riding, I am the first representative of Scarborough Rouge Park provincially. I am also one of the first of Tamil descent to be elected in the provincial government of Ontario. This is a first of a lot of things, but I am ready to take on new challenges to make this already great province even better. Mr. Speaker, I mentioned Scarborough Rouge Park is a new riding, so I would like to take this time to talk a little bit about the riding. It was created in 2003 federally and 2015 provincially. It is made up of old ridings of Pickering, Scarborough East, Scarborough Rouge River, and Scarborough Gilwood. The riding stretches across some of the wonderful neighbourhoods of Morningside Heights, Rouge, Port Union, West Rouge, Highland Creek, West Hill, and Malvern. I am truly blessed to represent this riding as I have one of the top 20 universities in the world, University of Toronto's Scarborough campus, the first national urban park in Canada, Rouge Park, and the amazing Toronto Zoo. I also had the honour of representing one of the most diverse ridings in Canada. Thank you to the residents of Scarborough Rouge Park again for giving me the chance to represent them. Actually, my good future began when I arrived to this country, and more specifically this province. My family and I escaped a brutal genocide by the state of Sri Lanka, and we fled to southern India. Later, we immigrated legally to Canada. I had landed at the Toronto International Pearson Airport at the young age of 14, and in a short 7 days, I began my high school at John Vanier Catholic Secondary School in Scarborough. In no time, I began working multiple part-time jobs while attending high school and university to help support the family. In spite of my already full schedule, I immersed myself in community organization. I also got involved in school politics. I made a conscious decision to volunteer in this community, even though my time was limited. It was perhaps this sense of duty that compelled me to run for political office, and I'm happy to serve. I feel a great deal of duty and responsibility to give back to this great country and this great province I call home. This is why, early in my life, I always made time to take part in the community. I believe the principles of duty and strong work ethics permeate the spirit of this new government, which I am proud to be part of. In fact, the ideals of duty of the people, work ethic, and many more virtues were loudly pronounced in the throne speech. You heard it when it was uttered, "This chamber belongs to the people." You heard it when it was uttered, "When Ontarians work together, there is no challenge that cannot be overcome." You heard it. Thank you. You heard it when it was uttered, "Ensure that we can afford to maintain and strengthen our hospitals, schools, and vital public services." You heard it when it was uttered, "Your government will take action to reduce gas prices, lower your hydro bills, and provide meaningful and necessary tax relief to parents, small businesses, and the working poor." Although we are privileged to live in one of the best provinces in the world, we have faltered in the past 15 years. It won't be easy to put Ontario back on track, but very few things worth doing are easy. There will be times where we will face much resistance. That is when we will know that our government is doing well. This government will not falter. We will persevere by our sense of duty and a strong work ethic and bring positive change that Ontario deserves. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.